Two, three, two, one. Good morning to my name is Endomilian, and today on Talk and Talk, we're going to talk about nature and life, the relation, what we can learn from nature, and so on. And I have a very interesting people here to talk with me, Maria Eugenia, Nayara, and Diani. Diani, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Diani. I'm 23 years old. I live in São Paulo, capital. I study psychology. I am in the last year of college. I also work in the human resources area. I have a dog called Pandora. She's always with me here in the meetings. In my free time, I like to visit new places, museums, read books, this kind of things. I think that's it.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Diani. Be welcome. Nayara, how about you?
Hi, good morning. I'm Nayara. I'm 30 years old. I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I have a good degree in administration. I am a financial analyst, but I'm not working. I have been studying English since January, but now I'm doing a lot of job interviews because I need to find a job, and I hope I can get a better job for me in the next month. And that's it.
You will get this job. Thanks a lot, Nayara. Be welcome. Maria Eugenia, how about you?
My name is Maria Eugenia. I am 31 years old. I am living in Blumenau, Santa Catarina, but I'm from Recife. I'm a lawyer, but I am doing another degree in Análise e Desenvolvimento de Sistema.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Maria Eugenia. So here in my immersion, I always try to maintain the conversation more natural, okay? Not following the question. Question number one, question number two. And I like to start with one question, then we can, create others based on your answer, and I'm trying to maintain this more natural. But yeah, let's start from the first, and then we can create others. What is the relationship between humans and nature, and how does it shape our lives, in your opinion, of course? Diani, what's your point about this question?
I think that is a very related relationship. I think that we depend a lot on the nature. Now, a lot of sense, for example, for the, I don't know how to say that in English, the circadiano, all the flows that we have in our body.
Yeah.
We
Circadian,
depend,
I think.
Circadian.
Yeah.
Okay, so the circadian cycle, we depend a lot on the nature to know how when to sleep, to know when to, I don't know, to be aware, this kind of things. We depend a lot on the nature, and we also have some research that shows that when people live in cold countries, that is cold all the time, people feel more sad. So statistically, we can know that, even our emotions depend on the nature. So I think that we depend a lot, even when we don't notice that, when it's indirect, the relationship between our body and the nature. I think that even in these cases, we are being affected. So I don't know, just to sum up, I think that we are affected in everything.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good point. Nayara, how about you? What do you think?
What is the question? Because I
Question
can
number
see
number one, yeah.
The question is, what are some effects exerted to find motivation to study in English?
No. Actually, the question is, I put it on the chat. What is the relationship between humans? Can you see the chat or not?
I can see.
Yeah. I will share again.
The topic today is not find motivation to study English.
Yeah, in the last week we had a problem, okay, to manage this topic, so I needed to change. So I just moved one week ahead. We are talking about the nature and life.
Okay.
Okay.
Just I will try and change my. Eu vou sair do meu celular e vou entrar no Note porque eu não tô conseguindo ver nada aqui.
Okay, no problem. Maria Eugênia, how about you?
I couldn't agree more with Diani. We are dependent on the nature, and if people knew, they won't be so great. Just take from the nature. If think about tomorrow.
Yeah, I brought this up because I was thinking about do you all think that we respect the nature, like because here studying English, I noticed that all the people are kind of in a hush mood, like, oh, I need to learn English for yesterday. And I think the nature can teach us, calm down, you need to work more, the time it's important, and so on. This is the reason that I brought this topic about nature and life. But I totally agree with you, Diani. I think we can learn a lot, and we need to pay attention on it, the information that nature can teach us. Like, I think it's important. Unfortunately, the social media and information in the internet, online, the information that we have, kind of try to spread the opposite. Like, we need to do all the things. We need to, have a good body. We need to, have a very good degree, a very good job, and look like this, look like that, do it for yesterday, all the things at the same moment. And this is so interesting to think, because if we consider the nature, we see that we need time to do the things. I will move to then question number 6, because I think it's more aligned. Oh no, Nayara, do you want to answer the first question?
No, we can go to the number 6.
But you can answer if you want. The relation between humans and nature. What the nature shape our lives the way.
I actually, I don't know. I think we are part of the nature, so we can live without nature. So for me, it's everything. I love everything that involve nature, like my dogs and the birds and the tree. So I don't know. I can understand who live just inside of the office and don't see the sun, and then don't like to walk in the street and no. But I am the kind of the person that like to travel and see the mountains and the rivers and these things. So for me, it's everything.
Very good. Perfect. Thanks a lot. So let's move to the question number 6. I think it's more aligned what we have answered. How does nature inspire and influence human creativity, art, and innovation? And healthy, I will add healthy. Maria Eugenia, what do you think about question number 6?
I think the nature inspires so much the most part of us. And many areas
Okay.
of the life. And especially the songs.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hear from Diani. What do you think, Diani, about the question number 6?
I agree with Maria. I think that nature can inspire a lot of artists, for example, to create music, to create some paintings, not only about the nature itself, the landscape, but also the nature can influence them to be more poetic or more inspired, to be more romantic, for example. So I think that we can be affected positively by the nature in not just to create arts, but as I said before about our health, it can be affected too by the nature. I think that everything we do is affected by it. So in a positive sense, of course, when in balance, of course, because when we, for example, take too much sunbath, for example, we can be affected negatively. But
Yeah.
apart from this, I think that in general, we are affected positively.
Yeah. Even this problem is kind of a nature that are teaching us, like, oh, calm down, man, calm down,
Exactly.
calm down with the nature as well.
That's true. If you have this perspective, the nature can be a great teacher.
Yeah. Nayara, how about you?
It's number 6, right?
Yeah.
About this question about nature, and I really like the sun, and I realize in the next month that I really need the sun to live. Like when it's raining here in my city, I just can't do anything. And the sun gives me motivation to live. When I travel to places that with a lot of mountains, and I go hiking with my husband and my dogs, I come home much better. Like I feel I wanted to live more and do new things. I think the sun gives me this motivation to do the things and make me more creative too. And I think is that it's funny because when it's raining here, like I want to die. I can't do anything. It's weird. I took with this with my therapist, because I do
Okay.
therapy, and my
Okay.
therapist say this to me. It's normal because the people feel more sad when it's raining, and this happened to me. I really feel bad, and I just can't do my things in a day when have sun outside.
Yeah, this is so interesting because when it's raining or cold, I notice that I like to listen sad songs. I do not stay sad, but I like to listen sad songs, more calm and reflexive songs. So this this is interesting. I think it's the same reason. Well, I was thinking here and about this thing, like the topic that we're supposed to discuss is find motivation to study English. However, I think is more general because we can talk about it here in this conversation as well. But I would like to know from you, what do you think the social media affect on it, on our perception of nature? Do you understand? Like, how does social media and the technology affect our perception of nature? What do you think, Diani?
The first thing that come to my mind is the screens, the bright of the screens that affects our sleep, that makes us feel less sleep at night, for example, when we are using our phones before bed. But let me think about other thing. I think that it affects also the moods that we have, because, for example, when we see like a bad post, for example, on social media, probably we feel sad too, at least for a moment, so this probably can affect, for example, our stress levels, for example, our mood in general during the day. So this is the thing. Those are the things that I can think. I don't know if you thought about anything else or.
No, it's just a general question. Okay,
Okay.
was awesome. How about you, Maria? What do you think?
I'm sorry. What's the question?
The question is, in your opinion, how does the technology and social media can affect our perception of nature?
Depends, because nowadays it's so complicated. You can take the picture in a place, but you have one goal, I don't know, in English,
Okay.
When you visit the place, doesn't look like
Look like.
in the picture. I went to the mountain, and the place is so beautiful, but the cabana, I don't know,
Okay.
when I stay, and it's I don't know in English, like, what side doesn't oh
Okay, does it look like?
parecia bigger, more.
Okay.
So it's
I got it.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Equal, but
Yeah,
do you understand?
totally. I understood. Yeah, this is so interesting because sometimes the people, yeah, it's kind of fake because they try to reproduce the nature, but it's impossible. And
Yes.
sometimes they want us sell the things, so they need to catch the best angle to take the picture and so on. I was thinking here. No. First, I would like to hear from Nayara. Nayara, what do you think about it?
I'm sorry, but I think I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I will repeat. How does the social media affect our perception of life? Like, we have using a lot of social media and kind of we do not perceive the nature. And how the social media can affect our perception of nature.
Okay. I think it's because the people use filters in the pictures. I think is that. I don't know.
Yeah. This kind of questions, there are not a right answer, right or wrong answer. Just your opinion about what do you think the social media can affect our perception?
Yes, so it's because people use a lot of filters in the pictures. I think is that because you can see the real scene, the real imagine that you see,
Okay.
and it's not possible you take a picture and it's the same because nowadays the people use a lot of filters in the pictures. So it's weird. See, the there is there is one day there were, oh my god, there were a day, I don't know, there is a day that I see the same, I don't know how I can say paisagem in English, but
Landscape.
landscape,
Landscape. I will put
landscape, okay,
yeah.
landscape. I see the same landscape that this person, but it's different because when they put the picture on her Instagram, there is a lot of filter, so it's not true. It's fake just to look beautiful in the picture.
Yeah, I will say my point that I think it's so funny when I see is when the people travel, okay, to a very beautiful place, and they start to take a lot of picture and record videos, and I think man, leave the nature, be calm, do not do it. Like the people are close to the nature, but they are close to the cell phones because they need to take picture all the time. Oh my God, they need to record video and photos. And even, for example, in shows, concert, the people are in front of the artist, but they are also with the cell phone. So this is a kind of strange things. Like I think we are living through the screens, like always through the screens or behind the screens, try to manipulate the image. It's a kind of philosophical reflection, but I think it's funny. The people are trying to to capture the things all the time, capture. Let me see other thing here. Did you notice that I'm just creating the question here, okay? Just to maintain this conversation natural, not following questions.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Awesome.
No problem.
So I'm thinking here, other question, and will be about what the nature touch you. Okay, what do you learn? What did you learn from nature? Like, oh, I learned this or that. One specific thing, like when I see the nature, I perceive something. I don't know. Diani, you can start. This will be like a podcast here. Today will be like a podcast.
That's true. The first thing that I learned is about patience, because it's related to the video that you showed and also about the things that we were talking. But I've been facing some problems with acne, just for you to know some example. And because of and it's a hard problem because we need to wait the time that your skin needs to like to reborn, something like that. So you have to be very patient because it can take like 3 months at least for you to see some results. So I think that this is a great example because it's something that we need to wait the nature's time. In this case, our body's time, and at the same time we need to keep doing the same process like every day, like the skincare, to see some results. And I don't know, it's a self-development, because we need to like be
Totally.
very patient. Even when we don't see any results, we need to keep doing the same thing. So I think that this is something that we can learn like in a lot of ways from nature, this patient thing, that we need to have some times when we are trying to see some result on things, but it can be applied in the language learning, as you mentioned too. But this is a great thing that I can think right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, true, really true. Because, and even here, learning English, that there is no such thing like, oh, today I move 1% of English. Now I
Mm-hmm.
know more. And, we start to speak and you commit a lot of mistakes. And you speak and commit a lot of mistakes and speak and commit a lot of mistakes. So then you stop to commit mistakes and be comfortable. And you do not notice that. Just
Mm-hmm.
talk. So this is really interesting. Very good.
And
Thanks a lot,
sometimes
Diani.
it's
Go ahead. Go
not
ahead.
just to compliment. Sometimes it's very frustrating, right? Because you don't see any results. In for languages, I think that
Yeah.
it's even worse,
Yeah.
because you don't feel that you're improving. You just feel that you are doing the same things and you're at the same point. At I don't know, it's crazy, but that's true. When you see, like, when you compare results from like 1 year ago to now to the present, you can notice how you improved. But just when you do that, because like in the daily routine, you don't feel that you improved, like indeed,
Perfect.
for example.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Diani. Maria, what do you think about this? What do you learn from the nature?
I learned I don't know, but when I went to travel to Serra Catarinense, I
Okay.
felt peace and happiness, and I think that we are so small in the immensity. That is the word.
Okay. Oh, this is really beautiful. Yeah, I'm geologist. So when I'm mapping, this is so awesome, because when I see the nature and I notice, oh my God, the world's so beautiful.
Uh,
But when I'm working, oh my
I,
God, it's terrible.
yeah, I love it. It was cold. Yes, I love the winter. So cold
Yeah,
and nature. It's so perfect.
yeah, this you're really perfect. And I was thinking about, we can answer this question in a lot of different level. For example, we can learn from cats that we need to wake up and stretch our body. Like, oh, we need to stretch our body. The cats do it all the time. Like, elongate the arms and so on. So we can learn a lot from the nature. That's Go ahead, Marina.
That's it.
Hey,
My dream
right.
is know the snow and can can do ski.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
did the snowboard in Gramado, but
oh,
it's not in the open sky. It's not the open sky. Close park.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
natural.
but
It's
but you have time. You have time to plan, just like the nature. Time to plan and wait and make some
I
considerations. Mm.
I have, but along I need to first got the job.
You will have your job.
Yes, and I will.
Yeah, you will. This is so interesting. I was talking to I told to the talkers yesterday that the people are answering something like, I'm trying to learn English. And I said, no, not say try. I'm learning English. You are not trying to learn English. You are learning English. Consider that word in your mouth. Like, and you're gonna have your job.
Yes,
We need just to wait.
when I went to the English, I don't know. I know a little, just the English of school.
Yeah, and now we are you're talking
But
here.
I went. I put the translate in my phone and go.
Perfect. Nayara, how about you? What did you learn from the nature?
Yes, I agree with you. I think we can learn a lot of things with animals and nature. And I love my dogs. My dogs are my children. So I really love dogs since I was a kid, and I get inspired every day by dogs. For me, dogs are angels on the earth and here with us. They are love in dog form. Like dog is everything for me, and it's that. And I learned something very important from the weather, about the weather, because I have this problem with the sun and the rain and etc. And I learned that everything has a time to happen. Like I am an anxious
Awesome.
person, so I want everything now. I want everything fast, and I can't wait for the things. So I learned that there will be difficult times, like when it's raining for many days. I get very nervous and I suffer a lot. For me, it's really difficult live in rainy days. But I learned that, of course, the sun will come back one day, and things will get better, and I will feel better. I know that the weather, it's like our lives. We will pass for
Awesome.
the
Awesome point.
raining and these things. But
Awesome point.
it's so clear that the sun will come back. But sometimes when it's raining, I feel, oh my God, will never stop to raining. I can't wait for the sun. It's something. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. But we need to wait. It's not don't have another way to do the things. We need to wait for the sun. And I learned this thing about the weather. And yes, and another thing is that I think is, maybe if there was only sun, if just existed sun and no rain, I would not value the sun so much. I think
Yes, very good.
I think it's that. And it's weird to see these things, because it's true when you stop to think about these things about the weather and about the dogs, but it's true.
Yeah, and also because we need the difference to perceive. When you see the difference, you perceive, oh my God, the rain's important, the sun's important as well. I didn't know this. And all the things. And other thing that he told us that for me, it's awesome, amazing, is there is time to wait, to strive, and time to harvest. And sometimes you do not wait the time to harvest or time to seed. For example, if you are speaking in English right now in this conversation, means pretty much that you have, learning a lot and practicing all the days, practicing the days, improving your skills and so on. And now you can speak. There are people watching us and consider, oh my God, I need to learn English. Oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this and that. But if you do not do the thing, the thing won't happen. We need to seed. To seed. Do you know what does that mean? Seed. Nayara, Diani, Maria. To seed.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, to seed is semear. To seed. We need to seed, semear. We need to strive, florescer. And we need to harvest, colher. Harvest time, tempo de colheita. So we have a harvesting, the English that we seed. I don't know, seed in the past. But this is awesome to think about, the steps that we need to wait.
Yes, and I see many people that want to the sun come to do the things like because we talk about the weather, and I think, if there is sun today, so I will do the things, but if it's raining, I don't will do. But
yeah,
if you do this, and the things will not happen, because we need to do things. Doesn't matter if are the sun or raining, we need to do it to see in the future. See, yes.
Yeah, very good. And for this reason, I asked about the social media, because imagine that we live in a farm, for example. If you live in a farm, we need to see the sky, and all. I think today we're gonna have sun, or tomorrow or yesterday we're gonna have sun or raining. So we need to prepare. We always need to perceive the nature to prepare ourselves, to do something. If we perceive the nature correctly, that the people, that live in the farms, they can know, like, I need to prepare because we're gonna have sun, so we need to seed something because the seed needs the sun, and 1 month ahead we're gonna strive or harvest, and okay, this is so nice. But we are stuck in with our cell phone and social media. We do not perceive the nature anymore. The question that I will ask you right now is, what's your I asked the same question yesterday to the other talkers, and it was so interesting. What's your perception about your learning process, like in English? Are you okay with, like, I'm doing good or not? Maria, what's your perception? Self-evaluation.
I don't know. I feel take some time for speaking.
Okay.
That's it.
But are you feeling?
It's my third time in the talking, because I did the regular course, but I don't have anyone to talk, and
Wow.
I'm lazy.
Yeah, be welcome. Yeah, you're doing very, very good, because the people are afraid to talk and to go to the immersion. A lot of people. But imagine, I think we have a lot of, more than, I don't know, the amount of students here, but I'm talking with 3 people, only 3 people. Oh my God. So, and the people, they want to learn more, but they don't want to face the reality. And you are doing very good. Let me see. Diani, how about you?
I don't know. It's crazy. I think that I'm doing good, but at the same time, I feel that I could do better, So it's mixed feelings. But I think that I improved a lot my English, and I've been improving a lot my Spanish too. So I think that I am in a good way, you know. But it's the thing that we were mentioning. I think that I need to be patient too, because sometimes I feel they're very anxious, you know, to, I don't know, to have a fluence that I still don't have in both languages, and I need to enjoy the path too.
Yeah,
But I
and
think that in general, it's okay.
and also because you can apply the approach that you used in English and correct is learning Spanish.
Exactly.
Yeah, this because about improving, we always need to improve the conversation.
Mhm.
When I was interviewed by the Indians, I started, oh my God, I need to improve my listening. My listening is so used to listen American and people from Europe, I never thought that I would be interviewed by Indians. And it was so crazy. The conversation was good, but for me it was, oh my God, it's not easy. It's not easy. And nowadays what I have done is listen Indian podcast.
If you can
A lot.
recommend some, because I really need to improve that too. Because one time I had a meeting with some Indian people, and I swear I left the meeting crying because I couldn't
Wow.
understand. Sometimes it was two guys, and sometimes I didn't know if they were talking with them or if they like were talking with me, you know, because it was so confused, the accent. So I got you.
Yeah,
Need to practice.
and when I went in at the interview, I was kind of comfortable, like, oh, I know how to speak in English. Okay, let's do it. And when the guy started to talk with me, oh my God. And I said, oh my God, I need to pay attention. And okay. Very concentrated, like talking like a robot, like it was crazy. But
It's
yeah,
hard
I will recommend, but we don't have time anymore. I will put on the back office, okay?
Okay,
And
perfect.
so you can check the question, and then I will put the link of the podcast.
Okay.
Nayara, you, the last but not least. We wanna hear your opinion.
Okay. So far, I'm fine because I'm studying English since January, and I quit my job in January because I was not feeling good about my job, and I think I learned a lot of things in English in a short time because I only did it for 6 months. I have been studying English every day, like all the time, because I'm not working, so it's easier for me. I'm just doing this, and I pay for private classes, like to study grammar, and conversation class, like here in TALKNTALK, and I'm watching things about the English on YouTube, and yeah, so I think I did a great job, but I really scared about now because I'm looking for a job, and now that I know how to speak in English, I can feel more comfortable to speak, and the companies want me to to speak Spanish, French, and like Mandarin, this thing.
Wow.
So, oh my God, it's I don't know, maybe sometimes I feel like maybe I waste my time. It's weird, it's difficult because the people want, now that you learn English, you need to learn Spanish. Now you need to learn Spanish, you need to learn French, and this thing. So never it's enough to get the things, it's, oh my God, I'm so tired, and I don't know, it's a feeling that I have now because I'm looking for a job. So I doing a lot of interviews. It's so exhausted
do interviews, it's
yeah, I will say something to you that it's my point. Do not care about this kind of thing, because all the company, they the requirement that they want from the workers is so is so unbalanced. So I think if you know how to speak in English the way you are doing right now, nice, very good. If you learn other language, it will be a plus, and you will in front of a lot of people, because actually the people don't know. They can put, in the resume and so on, but they don't know how to speak in English.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is because I've seen it a lot. I was interviewed a lot, and the people, I received the invitation to be interviewed. I was, because of my curriculum. My curriculum was in English, all in English. And the people, oh, do you want to join this? Do you want to try this position? Okay, and now I would like to know about. So be patient, and I think you will get a very good position that you want. Of course, if you know Mandarin, oh my God, if you know Mandarin, this is the plus, the highest plus. Thanks a lot for this conversation. We don't have time anymore because, we'll have another immersion. I will share with you the forms. Please help me to improve this conversation. Like, if you like, what do you do not like? What do you want to talk about? Okay. And enjoy the rest of your day. It was awesome to talk with you. I learned a lot. So, bye-bye.
Thank you.